I'm Josh, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Woo! It's been a little bit. I've been having hectic weeks. Woo! And interesting little update, if you call this interesting, is Brian found a giant ass spider in the fucking bedroom. And now I'm terrified whenever I have to go in there, which is sort of bad because it's the, location I have to fucking sleep at. And Brian's hasn't found the spider again and, has constantly reassured me he has done all he can. And, I believe him. And he's like, you can't just be scared of this room. And I'm like, and I haven't told him this, and he doesn't watch these streams, so, but it's like, I haven't told him, it's not just that fucking room. I know spiders can move about the house. I'm terrified of this fucking house now. And if the spider's not found and found dead, it may take me a few months, but I'll get back to trusting this lovely home. It's just the bedroom's now the source of pure terror for me because I'm arachnophobic as all fuck. So, yay! And let's see, we are continuing with the fascist run. I hate being mean to characters, and this is a game that doesn't reward you mentally for going on the right path, on the fascist run. Okay, what the fuck was I doing now? Let's see, do I still talk with her? Have I exhausted all the...
It's a fine day for questions.
Let's see. I can't remember what the fuck I was doing. I need to talk to you about your room again.
Yeah?
Never mind.
All right.
Let's talk more about this so-called assault. Actually, I think I might want to leave that till last.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Okay, I've exhausted all
How
of
about
that.
we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Okay, let's see if this works. This is what's great after coming back to game after a little bit. Sometimes you're totally fucking lost for the first few minutes. I'm an ass. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Ko-Holly style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Do you think he was trying to scare people?
No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living, until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Funkier?
He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Norani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
And you spent time with this person? Romantically?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
God. Claude is one of my favorite characters in fiction, probably. I think she was really attracted to the deceased because she finally found someone as broken as she is. I mean, she knows she's broken. She can analyze it, but she can't change it. She has just gone too far.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Okay, it seems I have a 42 volition and
Why
I do
not?
not want to go through that fucking long conversation again. These conversations can
Officer.
get long.
It's
Let's
a fine
see.
day for questions.
Let's see. Volition. I can level it up one more time. Let's see if I have any clothing. God damn it. Let's see, is anything I'm currently wearing have volition? That's perception. Nope. 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 Oh, I didn't even look at before going no. Oh my god, damn ass. Composure. It's not volition. That's not volition. Not volition. Endurance. Nope. 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 Nada. Nothing. Nah. No. Okay. So we're going to try talking,
Officer,
getting this roll.
it's a fine day for questions.
But we have another chance, and then we can, I think the term again is save scum our way. So, let's try this. Look her in the eyes.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing, just time passing. Don't worry. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making the
Avert your
strange
eyes.
moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Okay. Let's do volition. Quick save.
I was just thinking.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
I remember first time playing. This was a fucking shock. Like, this was a seriously fucking shocking moment. It was just, like, initially you go into it thinking, okay, I can trust these guys. They're my voices in my head. I can trust them. Then you realize at this fucking moment, it's made crystal clear to you. If you hadn't guessed it before, they can't be trusted. They're compromised. They're, drama, logic. Basically, the parts of you that make up you can lie to you. And that's in this game too. So this was one of the most shocking moments in game, and if this is your this stream is your first time experiencing this game, I am so sorry that you couldn't have experienced it for yourself, because this is... God, I knew something was off.
I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. It takes conscious effort on your part.
It takes I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner. So the parts of himself don't know more than him. They're sort of limited they're limited by his perspective. Oh my god. Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely not compromised. Electrochemistry, you're totally not compromised. You've totally swayed me. How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No,
Normal? What use is this then?
it's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Very true. Does this mean she's been lying to
I
me?
think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this. She is a lady, most fair and just.
If he wore a sex, it would be...
In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies.
See? Fucking love her.
That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious.
Again, you don't really learn much about Claude. Because, again, she's not exactly honest or forthcoming with information. But, yeah, she's definitely done shady shit in the past. But the people that would be the ones to enact justice aren't moral themselves, so I always let her escape for that reason. She deserves justice done to her, but there's no one to do that justice. So, I let her go.
See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised.
I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back
Don't
to
worry.
it.
It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Miss, are you manipulating
The
me?
silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Now that we've had some time, can you tell me more about the
Like,
victim?
for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely,
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
the young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink.
Where's Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
you were both from Ornes?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil. No love for Muta Aranye? Wasn't he a soldier?
No need to get political. Fuck that shit. A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
A flash of rage comes over you. The words have already left your mouth.
Disgraceful mercenary. Thornay's state should have checked his breast for sublime patriotic rage before they trained him.
Had he passed that test, we wouldn't have gotten along. Come to think of it, maybe it was our hateful Oranje that brought us together.
Okay, that was definitely a good fascist reply. Because it took away morale. God, I'm gonna have to buy some shit for so I don't die. God damn.
I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me too.
A column of air encircles her, brushing gently on the metallic silver fabric that covers her shoulders and her long, slender arms.
Revachol loves everybody.
It didn't love him.
The feeling dissipates. The cold passes. The woman's eyes follow yours to the piece of notebook paper.
How old was he,
He was
miss?
42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Woohoo! I'm right! About something, woo!
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
I did not know this was a competition. Should I do the bear not to mention it? I'm doing bear
The
not to
young
mention
woman
it.
looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Hi, Angelita VTuber. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
It's clear she was very much attracted to him, and still is.
Keep it to yourself.
She shivers slightly.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Right now, I mostly play Skyrim. Today I'm doing Disco Elysium where I do commentary. The majority of the streams I do nowadays are Skyrim and no commentary, so you don't get to hear my lovely voice. Yay! Interesting. I too have stroked his hair.
Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
Let's get to the rest.
The young woman nods.
He had a name. God, not a name. God damn it, I can't read. He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
I love horror movies. I'm a horror hound, but I just haven't really played many horror games. Usually if I watch like a show or a movie, it's horror some way. Tomorrow I'm going to be seeing Abigail, which I've been excited for since I saw the trailer. Ballerina Vampire. Sold. It was an ornaged map of the waterways?
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off the chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Is this Orne's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Yeah, I can read your message, just I'm also trying to continue to play the game. I'm sorry. Let's see, I think I've been streaming on Twitch for maybe over a year at this point, maybe 2. I used to play a bunch of Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Not at the moment. I don't want to get myself too distracted from playing the game. But that's neat about you being an artist, doing custom art for streamers like me. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. You have a great nose for this stuff.
What is sildenafil?
It's for maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors, so that feat becomes problematic.
Okay, and why do I know this?
Because you're a scientist, of course.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now.
I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Let's return to this later, miss.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes?
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Oh my god, that's really old! Really?
You asked.
Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased too. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant
There's
Kitsuragi.
silence. Then a little more.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Oh my god. How old am I? God damn it! Kim's like, really? This is who I have a fucking partner? This lunatic? Fuck.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I am not afraid of the
To the
truth.
laboratorium.
I'm gonna have to wait some time to add something new. I have to level up a little more, so it is.
This window is pristine on the inside.
Okay, we already checked the window. Let's go downstairs and talk with the Hardy Boys. Yay! Okay. Close the door because I'm a polite person. I hear voices in my head, but I am polite.
He's a hooker.
No, he's not saying that. Forget about it.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Okay, I got rhetoric high at 92. Possibly could fucking succeed. Very low chance of failure, but you know, I seek to impress people. I just seek to impress. Let's see, a strange reaction to bullet, +1, +1 to... Okay, all these things will be +1 that helps me get up to 92%. Strange reaction to bullet. Everett asked to cooperate. Compromise skill set known. Angus can't take pressure. Warned about the tribunal. Discussed Eighth Hardy. Confronted about drug trade. Okay, so convince Titus he is being manipulated. Okay, folks? Cross your fingers. Yeah, Jor, you can cross your talons. Come on, baby boy. And go!
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. But you know someone who might.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
That's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because you're a foreigner.
Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you! I'm not from around. That's not why we...
There we go. Don't come to the Wild North if you are not white enough.
They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't...
We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Look at Kim.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod.
I just wanted to look at Kim to show him, hey, I trust you. Like, I might be a racist, fascist dickhead, but you are fucking awesome. I trust you to have my back.
What? What does that mean?
Turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me? Like... God damn it, let me try that again. We can do this. Turn to Angus. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moments.
The room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all
Holy
pointless.
shit!
Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Like she was going to stay anyways, Jesus Christ.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Kim, we
The
did it.
lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Oh, he smiled at me. My little twink boy smiled at me. I'm sorry I made you guys
Me
fight.
too.
So you didn't kill him. He was already
He
dead.
nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
What happened
We
then?
went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking.
Tibbs patched the window, and the corpse we hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The eighth Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
If Plage didn't kill him, why the cover up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Yeah, I told you she's not what she seems. She's had special training for something shady.
Oh, you meant that kind of training, like a spy. Maybe. The kind of people who are after her. I guess she'd have to be.
Oh, Java! Oh, George just flew a little bit over my head, so if you heard a little flapping of the wings, that was my beautiful little baby boy. Who needs to lay his eggy poo?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to read Harry's line. Because I was distracted by my cute little parakeet, who is just a cutie little patootie.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So, who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Or someone else's. Woo!
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calmed now, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Good. He dies, so... He's a good man. He's just... The life he leads, he needs a very hard exterior to let hardly anyone in. God. Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Here.
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier, you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker. The missing 8th Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
Dude, Harry's head is already fucked to hell and back. He went on such a fucking bender, he lost his fucking memory. You shouldn't worry about him hurting his head. You should be worried that he's still able to function.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You're going to stonewall me if I ask more about her, aren't you?
Glad you understand that.
Thank you for this, Titus. Go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection.
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Okay, I'm going to see how...
Behind
if I can
the
see the
dock,
key.
you see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Okay, let's see if we can do this. Look out the window.
Nothing, as before, just black branches.
What's this weird?
I think he's trying.
Wow. No.
Yeah, because they like to sniff around in dirt.
Game, quick save. Let's try for 3, and if I don't get it, I don't get it right now.
Behind the you see 2, maybe 3. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one
Yes!
of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush.
Huh?
Point at the window. Titus, can you hand the key to me, please?
I'm not your janitor, cop. I don't even know what you're talking about. There's nothing there.
If he says it's there, it's there.
I like that. Kim's like, my partner is a fucking lunatic, but you know, he's right. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the
I
thing?
don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Thank you, Theo. Take the
The
key.
key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you. Not
Don't
to the
thank
old man.
me. I don't give 2 shits about your key.
Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the Union box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what doors does it open?
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try the workshop spare key on the door.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Okay, let's do this! Okay, I am doing... going to take a little break because my bladder is just like, what the fuck are you doing to me? So we're going to the main menu. And during this break, folks, I'm stretching. Woo. So during this break, if you're watching this live on Twitch, hi! During this break, you can ask me anything. It's an AMA. Don't worry about asking a question that's like just too far out there. And I will be back in a minute or two. Hope you are all having an awesome... What day is the day? Yeah, Saturday. Hope you're all having an awesome Saturday. Hello, I'm Jash, and I am back, and we are finally going to catch that fucking pinball. If anyone doesn't get just tuned in right now, probably doesn't know what the fuck that means. If this is your first time encountering the game, you're like, what the fuck are they on about? But the last two playthroughs I've done, you can play one of the pinball games, and you can win it possibly, but I've just never been able to do it. I've always played the pinball game before going up into the secret room. Secret room by Klage's room. And in that room, you get something that'll really help. So, hang on. Ordered myself a nice little soda. And I am ready to cause shit! Woo! Yay! Okay, so we're not going to click on everything here. Just a bunch. Let's see. So this pinball is white Diora. The backlash.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Okay, I'm going to go back to, you know, when I quick saved it, if this goes as I don't intend. Run your finger across the dust of the white Diora
Feels like
machine.
it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white Diora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some
You can't
ball?
fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
What about that other one? The Frangigorian ball. Want to play
No.
that? Think. Kim Kitsuragi. God, Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi.
Kim Pinball Kitsuragi? AKA Kimball?
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
So now he remembers.
I just love that reaction. It's like Kim's like, out of all the things my idiot fucking partner could remember, he chooses the most embarrassing shit. Just love it. Really? You have a memory issue, dear old Harry? Except when it comes to my embarrassing fucking past?
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
You don't seem to really like
No human
pinball.
being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame.
Then why are you called Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How
Fine.
did you...
I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Lame.
Unbelievably. To do that, I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide.
Kim sounds like he had committed a few homicides just to deal with this shit. Oh my god.
End of story.
You were a juvie cop for 15
That
years?
time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
Wait, so that's why you didn't talk
It's
to
best
Kuna?
if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi to me.
Not only to you, I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi to everyone. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Pinball. I could have chosen, for Harry to remain silent since I've played this twice before. But I love Kim's reaction of, really? Okay, that's what we're looking for. I'm gonna do that.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Looks at the elevator
There
controls.
are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
'88. This elevator was maintained a long time
At the end
ago.
of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Oh,
It appears his
great.
whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
I wonder what this elevator was used
Seems
for.
like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Close the doors and go up. Okay, we are finding that motherfucking thing I want. Yes.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point. Let's see. Yeah. This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
Your past has come back to haunt you, Kim!
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the artists bang away at it.
Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that.
Yes, as the novelty dice makers said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Could this mean the Whirling in Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Okay, let's go down this motherfucking elevator. Oh, and I don't have anything, any skill points. So, come on, little baby. Hand-eye coordination. Let me make sure I've perception. We want clothing that either has hand-eye coordination or no negative hand-eye coordination. Okay. Nothing is inherently bad. And eye, hand eye, hand eye, hand eye. Okay, let's do a quick save here. And let's see what we actually need to pass.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball
Not
machine?
just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats, a classic.
Let's take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Finger Boy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean closer to read the
Above
text.
the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Mundi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the playing
The
field.
theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the bulls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as bulls.
Here we go.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced bulls in play with relative ease. Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Wait, what kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
Racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That is not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets.
Holy
Hateful
fuck!
little man.
Oh! Pets? Oh. Don't worry, Danny. This awful man is both dead and fictional. I'm thinking about Harry, how I'm trying to play him as a fascist. You can be an animal lover and a fascist. I mean, being a vegetarian didn't stop Hitler from committing the Holocaust, you know. So, my Harry's a good old fascist, but he's an animal lover.
But you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at
Your
this.
game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3.
Oh, goddamn, my Harry looks like such a fucking hobo right now.
Natural selection. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Concentrate and aim for the narrow
Maneuvering
passage.
a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. Hit the pads as fast as you can. Maximum attack. Not even a bullet can get through. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
Oh shit, I should have been focusing more on reaction speed. So if this fails, which it probably will again, I'm going to, reload. I want to win this. Kim, it can be done. Just watch.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over.
Okay, cross your fingers.
With automation like
Yes!
precision, you keep the final goat board in play, reacting to the tiniest stimuli, floating in the flow state. The fog is clearing, and suddenly, the old speaker crackles. Gordy Ball is lit.
Huh?
A panel opens up at the top of the playfield, and a new ball charges downhill. It's larger than the goats and matte black. Cornelius spell the white letters running across the equator. So violent is its descent, it immediately knocks the last goat into the abyss, then proceeds to bounce all across the board as if carried by some demonic otherworldly inertia. High score, announce the speakers, and the whole machine lights up. Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the Gordy Ball to join the goats backstage. Cornelius vanishes, and the machine powers off.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, he's like... Oh my god! He sounds a little out of breath. You were really into pinball, Kim. I see you. I see ya! I think I won, Kim.
You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats. That is a monumental achievement, Detective.
Who's the king of pinball, Kim?
Congratulations, Your Highness. That was really impressive. The machine needs a good service before anyone else can even attempt it again.
Oh my god, not only did I finally win that fucking thing, Kim complimented me. Oh! Best thing ever! It's time to move on.
Good times.
Once again, the machine becomes one with the dust and the darkness.
Woohoo! Yeah! Woo! 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 I'm sorry, folks. But each time I kept on getting fucking disappointed about not winning. Oh my god! Best thing ever! Woo! Let's see, what jackets do we want? Yeah. Here we go, Harry. Now let's get back to the investigation. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the best days of my life now.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here. Within the last
3
week
weeks
or two.
maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Okay. What does this
It
mean?
means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind Classius' room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Whew. Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left the pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is. Of course, damn.
This print doesn't look like the old sold print we found at the hanging.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
This doesn't look like the workers' boots from the hanging, does
No.
it?
These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Java! Oh yeah, fly, little boy, fly! Oh yeah, are you showing off? Oh no, oh no. God damn it, where'd you fall, boy? Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, good. Sorry, I thought he fell between the fridge and the wall, which could kill him, which he's done twice. So anytime he falls by the fridge, I get worried. Jorah! Jorah, give mommy kissy? Give mommy kissy, make sure I know you're alright. Okay, that counts. So you tried to give me a kissy, but with the headphones, my head can't fit where he's sitting. I love you, Jorah. You're a brave boy, and I love you so, so much, okay? I love you. And if you watch my Skyrim streams, and you're wondering why sometimes I stop at just pause at odd points sometimes, my birds like to give me a heart attack. But they're adorbs. Let's move on. Oh, I don't have my little baggy bag. I need my little baggy bag. Okay.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
I think I can see into Klage's bedroom.
You can
from
barely
here.
see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
Of course you do electrochemistry. What were those people doing in
You
there?
lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural. If your mesolimbic reward pathway were to venture a guess, one of the bottles is probably being put somewhere it doesn't belong.
Oh my god. Yes, finish that thought, Harry, and run!
The door is small but heavy looking. It's barred from the inside.
So, what's on the other side?
Unless we veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Glacia about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly, and reads science fiction.
Because Harry, old boy, just won an impossible game of pinball. That's why Kim's like, oh, Sensei. Unbar the door.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really
understand.
happened.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
She's sorry, but she would do it again in a heartbeat if she had to relive these past few days of her life again. Because she would know it's not going to work. She knows she could do better, but she's just too far gone to change. At one point, I think she was a good person, but... or maybe not, but right at this point, she regrets it. But she knows there's no way in hell she could ever change at this point. You know, you cross a few too many lines and you're stuck as a person. And there's nothing you can do about it. I pity her. I love her. But at the same time, I think she's beautiful like, say, a lion. You can admire a lion, think, oh, they're so cute, but you know they could tear your face off at any given point in time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the mist speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Cool. I like this. Cool. I'm satisfied with this episode. That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
What's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with
You
this?
share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you
Just
do?
business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
But you have done a lot of fucked up shit in the past.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
What did you do to have these people after
It's not
you?
nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewes County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
She does know who hired her. I think. Because remember, half-truths. She hides in the light of the truth. She can lie by spewing the truth all day long. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. I bet you she knows.
Laws Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting... A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
I don't want, in other words, I'm not going to tell you anymore because you'll definitely arrest me if I say anything else. What happened here? The night he died.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead, before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
We're going to need more
She
details.
looks down with a wince. Her cigarette has singed her fingers. She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
This doesn't fit with the testimony of Titus Hardy. He said she was higher than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do
Nothing.
then?
I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
You're trying to make Ruby appear better than she is. Shit.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Why not? That's not a yes or no. Okay. God Freya, stop picking on Danny. God damn it. Okay, let's go on. What
Well,
then?
Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
Helped her, but she's not saying at this point she told Ruby or Ruby told her.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
And Claude would know that because she's all about espionage.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what did
Ruby
you
went
do?
outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
Ruby said they would. But again, it's not saying if either Ruby or Claude gave the orders. What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Did you kill
What?
Laylee?
Why would I put myself through this insanity? Get myself cornered like this? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs.
Shut
now,
up.
You guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you
I'm
killed
sad
him.
to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
She's getting scared now. Of you. The downstairs people. All of it.
Drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its
What
end.
does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer. I'm under some stress here.
Okay, I just think we saw a little peek under the curtain. I thought you Revachol people would be more enlightened on this. In other words, a cruel, biting tongue. A snake of a woman. Of a person. Thought you Revachol people would be more enlightened. In other words, trying to make Harry and Kim feel bad for not seeing her point of view by saying, oh, you're just idiots, when she's not getting her way. That cruel tone, it's like every now and again you get little peeks of who she is. Again, I think she is regretful of what she did in the past, but she knows she can't change it still. I mean, why would she take so many fucking drugs if she didn't feel bad? But at the same time, she can't change it. She can't change her nature. She will throw people under the bus, waste people's time, all in an effort to make herself come out on top. She can't do anything else. Okay, I'd like you to answer some other questions, miss.
Like what?
See, that anger. Oh. Could the people after you have killed
That's
him?
the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Found me. She wasn't staying away to help others. She was definitely doing that to help herself stay safe. Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're
Because
hiding?
I'm an idiot.
I don't think so. Why did you do
have
it?
to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once, just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
The fourth wall breaking! Woo!
Oh, good. That was a lie too. Who made the call then?
When test complete. Who made the call then? I thought she made the call. Shit. When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom? Inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here
She
for
nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
Okay, hang on. I'm going to have to put this on mute for a moment. Okay, hang on, folks. I have to put the Burbies away. Okay, luckily both parakeets are in their cages. Because Mobius is small, little, and also fucking ninja. You grab him, or you get a hold of him, and then like half a nanosecond later, he's fucking out. Okay, Joa. Oh, sorry, boy, sorry. Okay, thank you. So Brian will be home in a moment. Sounds like he nearly got into a crash, so he might not be happy when getting back. Because Google Assistant, for some fucking reason, messed up, so. Yippee, that'll be a fun story to hear.
Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
In God's name, wake up!
Who? What? Dear Lord, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not the most fair and just at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See? She slowly. You are. This is not the end of this.
Okay, I'm going to check the mirror. Then I'm going to take a little break. Okay.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
what happened here.
The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him.
Where does it come
From the
from?
roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at point A.
The ray
Roof.
cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm what? 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come... Hang on a sec, let me try that again. Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez.
Hey, where do I get a map of Martinez?
Bookstore. They have maps. You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof, right? Good.
Yes.
We should come back with a map and compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Blink. Okay, I am going to take a small little breather. So, let's see. Oh my god. So, if you are watching this live on Twitch during this break, you can ask me any old thing. Just ask me whatever question that's just been bothering you, and I will answer. And until very soon, I'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, I'm Jash, and welcome back to even more Disco Elysium. It's like I'm reading a book with this dialogue. I mean, I love this game to death and back, but holy shit, is there so much dialogue. So yeah. Everything's nice and simple here, except for the... Do you know that squirrels can chew through plastic? One demon squirrel from hell itself is chewing into the fucking garbage can outside. It's just... Didn't know squirrels could do that. You know, you just learn new shit every day. George, did you know squirrels could do that? Did you know squirrels could do that? Well, let's get away from squirrels and into Cloget.
Officer,
That sounded
it's
wrong.
a fine day for questions.
Let's get back to those lies you told.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
Kim, why have we not arrested
There may
her
be
yet?
grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergency's desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
Now you're switching to believing everything to believing
What time
nothing.
did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Anyone could know the number, and that someone coughed. It means
But I know
nothing.
the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I am now.
Why is she so angry then, if she's so sorry?
Okay. Why is she so angry then? You can be both. Well, let's think about this. She can both be lying about being sorry and being truthful about making the phone call at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. That
What?
woman.
Her hand trembles. She's only pretending she didn't hear you say, devil woman.
Your real name is Enclage
I agree.
Amadou.
You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
All out of lies now,
Okay.
huh?
Yes. It's not my name. We log you
knew
at work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
But she can't stop. She has anger and hate in her that she hides so masterfully, but she hates. And she can't stop it, and she hates that too.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off.
Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden?
It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Snit.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Snit, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
Let's see, they didn't take that lightly. But it almost seems they're after you because of the rendezvous. So the timeline doesn't really match up. Where is this boy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Somewhere west, small bubbles rise from a plastic ball floating in the water. Rusty, the color of oversteeped tea.
What's happening?
Long, spindly arms are spinning the boy around, turning it, inspecting it like a magic 8-ball, trying to find a way to snap it open.
Nothing is useless.
Holy shit. It's giving you... I'm say spoilers freely since I played and streamed this game twice before on this channel, but that's giving away the twist of the mystical animal that appears, the phasmid that appears at the end, and how the phasmid had gotten the stuff from the boy. God damn. West of the boardwalk in the reeds, we have to check this boy out.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Tell me your real
It's
name.
Katarzyna Elysium.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism.
Hold on. Katarzyna Elysium is not an Ornese name, is it? It's not even Mundi. It's Grad.
My parents were Zemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasia is my father's name.
Of course, she doesn't look like an Oranese woman at all. She's...
I should have guessed. You don't look
I've always
Ornese.
had that going for me. I only have the birthmarks of an Oranese woman.
I'll just call you Miss Ornage Disco Dancer.
You can call me whatever you want.
You're probably not even Miss Ornage 37, are you?
They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying. She
Enough.
nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
What if I told you you're under arrest, Miss Ornay's disco dancer?
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
Exactly. She's like, legally you can't do shit, bitch.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You misrepresented information about the case. Without the Hardys' confession, we'd know
The
nothing.
lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby.
Why do you think it was
She
her?
has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
And if you noticed, this isn't the first time Claude has thrown Ruby under the bus. Previously, she didn't say who gave the orders to do what, but she implied that was all Ruby's doing. So she's hoping with the seeds of doubt she planted about Ruby that, you know, Harry will go after Ruby and leave her alone.
what she's saying is, sex.
And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
She started doing something good for me and it's bad.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
And she could, again, remember, Claude speaks lies by telling the truth. So, when she says shit if I didn't, it could be something other than jealousy, you know? It could just be, hey, you know, you're starting a sexual relationship with this man who's extremely dangerous and unhinged. I don't think it's good.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
And yet, you supposedly trusted her enough to deal with the corpse. Hmm? Hmm? Holes in your little story, bitch? I love you. This is just sensationalism and guesses.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like She had a plan.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening
She came
you?
over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before. I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply.
Yeah, it's not the fear of Ruby, it's the fear of getting
What are you
killed.
talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Exactly, drama. Thank you. Thank you. And how could she have
You've
killed
been
him?
through there, right? I saw you come out. It leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then made the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Okay, that's it for
Okay,
Ruby.
and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
That's all good, but I think we should still take you in, just in case.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know.
She doesn't like Harry, she doesn't like any of them. I think the first person she could probably see as an actual person was Laylee. Because she saw herself in him. I don't know, I don't care that she doesn't like me. Besides being a fictional character.
But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational...
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve
I don't
then?
know. To spend my days with smoke, drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
She doesn't have a better option. She knows she's done for. There's nothing left for her in life. There's no good option, but she doesn't want to spend her last years in chains. At least chains by the moral intern, because fuck 'em. Anyways, what other option do I
You
have?
have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
You do have the form.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromised. Definitely, sire.
What will have changed in 2 months? Or 1
Everything
month?
could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Ravishal. Maybe Ravishal could be free. I could be tried in a free Ravishal. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
A free Revachel. There is a low Distant rumble on the motor tracks. A great machine shaking the pillars down south. Electricity runs up your spine.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
What was that?
It's
feeling?
coming.
I do like the sound of that. Now the Revachel, free,
The
independent.
world can change. It's changed before.
Her political overture has succeeded, we see. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind.
I've made my choice.
She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
Yeah, but it's like near the end of the day, too. I would go with I'll let you off the hook for now, but you know, she's not totally innocent. I know she'll run either way, but still. This option I'm going to choose seems to be more of the I do pity you in your situation, but I know what you are, I've seen you. And yet I don't trust the fucking moral intern either. Let's write you a station call, Miss Ornage. If you miss it, I can't help you anymore. Write a station
I won't.
call.
This may have been a grave mistake, sire. Maybe, maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
I like that. Maybe, maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
I promise I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
Let's change the subject for the time
She
being.
slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Look up to the gray sky.
A warm column of air rises around you, encircling the building you stand on. You feel its twisting shape, bits of paper and birds on the thermal, along with several million liters of water, all rising up into the great Insulindian sky.
Why does it
Because
rise?
it's warm, from the gathering spring, from the oceanic current flowing into the bay, the people on the streets, and the machines that hum in the harbor. Heavy fuel oils, too. From the vapor, a great cumulus is formed, a cloud castle 1,000 meters high. A flock of seagulls screams, hitchhiking on the thermal. They too are part of the procession, the Honor Watch. For her, the guest, waiting.
Oh shit, sorry, forgot to say my line, shit. What is she waiting for?
For Gloria. Soon these clouds will all fall down as rain. Spring will come. 2 more months, maybe less. It's time.
Miss, what are you waiting
You mean
for?
here in Martinez? I'm waiting for the miracle to happen. It'll take one to get me out of the mess I'm in.
And what would that miracle be?
The return, of course. Now, I know I'm not from around here. I would only be hitchhiking. The return is a big hit in the industrial espionage circles. A lot of desperate, seedy types there. All screwed in this unipolar world.
What is the return?
Don't you know, sir? I thought you were from around here. You look like Mr. Revachol.
She's laying her anger out at Harry again. Humor
The
me.
return, well, it's part urban myth, part political science. It's a fool's hope, sir, and it's also all I've got. They say there will be an event, that it will happen somewhere here.
Oh shit, sorry, didn't mean to press the wrong thing.
In
Damn.
Revachol West. They say it will happen soon, and that it will change everything.
Le retour.
The return of what exactly?
Of the king, of the nation, of communism, return on investment. I don't know exactly. It's meant to be vague, as promises generally are. But at the same time, I mean, things can't go on like this forever. Something will give. It always does.
It's an empty vessel, an amphora waiting to be filled. Something always returns from the past. It's how the future happens. Many guesses turn out to have been right.
Some political event? How do you know of
As
this?
I said, there's talk. In the competitive intelligence crowd, a lot of people, like me, need a new color on the map. It's all blue, you see, and that blue doesn't like us.
You came all this way because of a rumor?
No, I came all this way on a false passport and some money. To hide, mostly. In the most volatile part of the Realidad, where it's easiest to disappear. Where the walls are still porous and you can slip through. This is just something to get me through the night, you know? A little espérance.
How soon will it happen?
Soon. But it's been soon for almost half a century now, so don't hold your breath. No need to worry, Lieutenant. I'm sure the streets will not erupt in seditious violence just yet.
These streets? I'm not so sure, miss.
Is this why you said you would like to surrender in a free Revachol?
Yeah, I guess it is.
So she thinks, at least partly, that this return will feature a self-governing Revachol. She has already placed her bets.
Thank you. One last question. Do you really think it will happen?
I do.
So do
I agree, Detective. Something is coming. Trouble. It will be a hot spring. I don't know what exactly, but...
Something is happening in this city. I can feel it when I'm out here at night.
Her thought trails off. The wind picks up again. Above her, a great cumulus cloud rises, ready to fall down as precipitation. April will come, then May. A month, maybe 2 from now. You shudder. The feeling dissipates. The thought ends.
Let's return to this later. Oh shit, wrong one. Okay. Oh, this is what I'm doing. That's on the balcony. Okay. Now we go back to Titusville. Titusville. Do a little twirl before going down the stairs. Okay, Ariel boy.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Klage. Now I need to talk to Ruby. Let's see what to do is the only way to print. Okay, because I'm in love with you. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Laylee's
Sounds like
killer.
you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Hey, god damn it. I'm going to change my clothing for more logic, so you know, a higher chance. God damn it. And I can still up logic if need be. God damn it. Okay, let's check logic, clothing, shivers, no logic. No logic, no logic. No logic, logic. I know this one is logic. That's getting put on. Not logic. 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 What is this over? Not logic. Not logic. Not +1 logic. Okay, look at our dashing hairy boy there. Oh yeah. Yeah, my little hairy boy. Woo! Shake it. Click save. Why
It's
am I
you
clicking
again.
save now?
What is it?
Let's see. 92. Cross your fingers, folks. Everyone, cross your fingers. present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. Okay, I trust y'all to be crossing your fingers.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought. A massive activity spike in the amygdala copicum, the part cops use to pin murders on people.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't
Because
off
she
him?
was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one,
Thank you.
Kim.
The lieutenant is glad he got the floor plan right there.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Recent. A week or
That
two.
close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found here? Point at the window.
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once she was
Why?
done.
This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
You do agree the shot came from the roof,
Why
right?
not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 70% chance that the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that. Oh, hang on, let me do that again. I analyzed on the spot. Turns out I can do that.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science column. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an ass pull, man.
Yeah, and they don't put hair on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall, the
I've seen the
whirling?
winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
One mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
There were pinball machines in the workshop, still operational.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Nothing. I just thought we could bring some down, get some new machines.
Wow,
in here.
man, can we? I mean,
That'd be awesome. I beat that wireless machine 20 times now.
All right, all right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was
You
her?
lost your gun?
God damn it.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
Oh shit. It was after the murder because that's when he was called.
Sure. Take your sorry ass out of here. Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
there are weapons like this just lying around in
That looks
Marnay.
antique. A Velma grave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there with others just
20,
like it.
maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay. I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon. Just that we need to find
I don't know,
her.
cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the
And I
cover-up.
suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself,
Think about
Titus.
it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Shanky, let's assume you
I didn't
killed
do
him.
it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob, or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
When Claude came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something
Nah,
was
man.
wrong.
That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Yes. Roll your eyes. Female intuition. That's what it was. You're right, Eugene.
Yeah, exactly. Why not, man?
Wishful thinking has no place in a police investigation. A more serious consideration that you wish to avoid is that she knew what happened because she did it.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Do you know what she's doing with Yulin frequencies?
No, what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Yulon frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
When did she
Friday
leave?
afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared
I told
of?
you.
Me as an RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Thank you. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. Says no one with regular thoughts in their head. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment.
Sure, the human experiment. That's real funny. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about
She
me?
said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Stop wearing
Never.
the clothes?
Not until the case is solved. And then the next case. And the next.
She's right. I won't.
Not until you have something on her. She says she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now,
Thank
we can
you.
whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else? Anything?
There was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really, Hardly candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Clem.
Have you looked for
A
her?
little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start
Sure,
looking?
there's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
That's not much, but it'll do.
Have to.
His
Shake
grip
it.
is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. You know, I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but
You said it would be nice to have a ballistics lab. You could use
Yeah.
one.
We're good.
Why not? You could turn the thing into an actual police force. Afraid you would actually have to follow the law?
Rich boy law is a sham. It only works for the Wild Pines, lady. So keep your lab and watch your ass out there.
See, Titus opens
The
up.
coast
Oh,
is a
Titus.
dangerous place for lawmen, especially Mr. Can Opener here.
you think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Yeah,
Notice
and
how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
see, Volition got it. Volition got it. What do you
Anything
mean?
strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
So, the footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the Odd Souls prints on the crime
No,
scene.
they didn't.
Well, the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast.
Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window.
So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
I'm done thinking about
That's
this.
right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's loading. She in trouble?
No trouble. She's going to be
Oh
fine.
man, that's like a load off my mind. All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
He chooses to believe what's best for her.
What's the plan with those rhymes anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leholm's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahome.
Why Tommy Lahome?
Tommy Lom was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
Alright, and I had other
The
questions
man
for you.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He's a poet? Hit him with your best verse, oh god.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
She broke me. She fucking broke me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I just like to sing. I don't think that's very disco.
No, stop. He's already mortified.
I'm mortified too, and I'm probably scaring my viewers too. Jesus. No, Tommy. These are my rhymes. Listen. Continue. She fucked me till I bled.
That's
In the name of God, what are you doing?
It's not real, guys. It's not my actual thoughts. It's the
yeah,
point.
yeah, I get that, and it's cool, but
I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Total doom.
yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
He's not lying. He liked the end.
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a murder investigation to return to. How about we do that?
That's all for now. Bye. Okay, it's getting late at night. I'm gonna need to end the stream soon, just because I like to keep in a certain time limit now, just so that editing, if I have to mute any copyright music, I can do that easier if it's Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I should have done the switching of the cockatiels, which I'll do in a moment. Let's. Oh, there's some little thingy there. Whatever will I do? God damn it. Forgot where to go. Let's go to the little Shacky McShack. Because we don't want to get any long conversations.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up. Don't you mean scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied
Looks
here.
like they were here a while. Judging from all the bottles, the sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of party goers.
Looks like it.
Was this party against the law or on the ice like this? It was probably a public
Not as
danger.
such, no. Let's keep moving, detective.
I think we can look at a few things. We're just not going to do any big ass conversations. Actually, we're just gonna go sleep. Okay. And then next morning we're going to start from the start of the coast downwards. It'll be thorough. How do I enter my fucking little chat? Oh, hey, click on thing. I get money. Actually, it's going into my room hasn't triggered Kim to say, hey,
Yes?
I'll leave you for the night. Which means there's still time in the day. Okay, so let's get to the start of this coastal area. And then next time when I finally get to streaming the game again, we'll go and start exploring every inch. Okay, that's not, you go down a little here, dude. So we are saving the game now. Load game, let's see, are we... Okay, we're good. Okay, that is going to be it for today. Oh my god. Ooh. This is a good game, like it gets really thorough with investigation. Which is great, but it also means that you shouldn't start having a conversation with any character. Because it could be like, you know, a few minutes long to like a fucking hour. You don't know, so if you have like somewhere to be, do not start playing this game. I know it'll be painful at times, but yeah. Oh! 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 Brian! Oh, where are you? Where's the Moby? Moby trash. Oh, there he is.
No, you had us for it.
I didn't see where he fell. Sorry, our little boy Mobius, a little parakeet, he's just learning to fly, so... Oh no! He crashed! He's down by the speaker. Sort of wish I had a camera to show you guys what's happening, because it's yeah. Oh god. I wonder it won't be. Sorry, Bruce. Moby! Oh, Moby. 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 Moby's right by the speaker currently. Brian's trying to capture him. Oh god, can't. And he's keeps on trying. Mobius! Come on. No, don't let him out. Don't let him out. Now he's like... Oh, why the fuck did you do that? God damn it. I don't trust anyone, and he does. Where is he? Where's he now? Oh my god! Don't. I'm going to leave you to this. I'm going to end this stream and hopefully... Oh fuck. Let's see. Sorry guys, this has gone oh fuck. Oh, behind couch. You know, by the others. Fuck. Oh no. Oh shit. Okay. 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 I'll just let him stay on the floor there. He's underneath the cages. It's okay, Moby. It's okay, Moby. You're alive. It's okay, Moby. I'm not gonna pick him out right now just because I'm afraid. Okay. So. Okay, I was just doing my ending thing, babe. Okay, right now Mobius is fine underneath the cage. I'm going to be wrapping up. Sorry for all the excitement, but you know, you have a bird that's learning how to fly, just things happen. So anyways, thank you everyone who watched this stream, including everyone that managed to get to this point in the stream, because I don't know how you handled it. Definitely ranking as one of my worst outros to date. And if you want to contact me outside of Twitch and or help support me, links, you know, I have a couple of links you can choose from on Twitch, including Twitter, where we can chat about Disco Elysium, crazy stuff with our pets, you know, anytime, anywhere, you know, just chat with me. And also I have a Patreon, so if you're, you know, want to help support me, that's a way to do so. And there's, you know, a couple other links, including one to my Kafka's Men book series, which is an original book series I'm writing. So, you know, I am nearly completed with the 7th book in the series, so, you know, catch up and check out. And finally, I'm going to raid another Twitch stream. And go on Twitter, look for the hashtag Twitch streamers, and then look at a random channel that is currently streaming. Okay, showed up. Okay, that one's definitely not. Over on this channel, 9 p.m. Jesus Christ. Let's see if anyone's streaming. Okay, no one I currently follow is streaming, so let's check this out here. Okay, this seems like this channel might be streaming, so let's check it out here. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, Snazzy Bone, let's see. They're playing Wobbly Life, and let's see if I can actually start the raid, so... And, okay, I can, so, the channel is Snazzy Bone, so, you know, check them out. And I'm going to leave you to a nice, happy life, as mine gets way more chaotic than needs to be, and I will be, you know, hopefully streaming again sooner than before. Hopefully. That would mean, you know, my life's less chaotic, which is always going to be a good thing. Bye for now, and until next time.